Sometimes I'll live stream what we're playing, so if you want to be notified when I do go live, just check me out on Twitter, same name of course. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Firmbie with you, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to A World of Warplanes. Hey, it's great to have your company. Thanks for dropping by. Now, if you remember in episode 29, the last episode I did, we were starting to talk about some of the new things in Warplanes here, and one of them actually is these video explanation, I suppose, and we spoke about the piloting basics in episode 39, and this is in fact episode 29, beg your pardon. So the last episode was in fact episode 29, this is 30, and I thought we'd have a look at this Conquest game mode, this video that explains some of the game modes. So let's have a quick look at that together. The volume's down a little bit just so that we can actually hear ourselves talk as we go through this. In Conquest mode, victory can be achieved in two ways.
Let's go.
The first is fulfilling the influence meter at the top of the screen. Now obviously that's the blue and red bar there.
I'm proud of you, pilot. Head back home.
And to do that, you need to capture and hold all the sectors, and that's probably pretty self-explanatory. All the sectors, the different sectors that are on the map. There we go. The locations of the sectors are shown on the minimap. Destroy ground and aerial targets within the sectors to capture it. So that's where your bombers come in handy to destroy those land-based targets. Blue markers indicate your allies. White markers are neutral, and the red markers are in fact the enemy aircraft. If your aircraft has been destroyed, which inevitably will happen, you return to the same, you can respawn in a different aircraft if you want, if the team currently controls air-based sectors. So you can select a different aircraft if you want. The sector earns 3 influence points every 5 seconds your team is controlling it, and some sectors provide unique advantages, and hopefully they'll actually go into some of those unique advantages in a moment. There we go. You can hover over the sector icons to find those unique advantages. The second way to achieve victory is to destroy all enemy aircraft during the in-battle scoreline event, and I'm sure they'll speak about scorelines in a minute.
I'm proud of you, pilot.
Once the squall starts, then you cannot respawn, and that's in fact what happened in episode 29. We were killed, and I was unable to respawn. So that's a rundown of a bit of a video on some of the basics on how to win a match. Speaking of matches, let's jump into a match, just so that you're not here just to hear me rabble away. So we'll grab the Bristol 133, and we'll see how we go in that one. So hopefully you got a little bit out of that video. If you want to revisit that, by all means just jump into your Warplanes account and have a look at those, or pop over to the Wargaming website, and it'll be fully explained over there should you need to re-look at that, or alternatively just go back to the start and re-look at it. So as I was saying, World of Warplanes, here we are in episode 30, just taking the Bristol 133 out, a tier 3 fighter. Don't mind the old fighter line, to be honest, so I thought we'd take that out and give that a crack. While we are loading up, don't forget to check out the rest of the content on the channel. It's not just warplanes, it's warships, it's Astroneer, there's car mechanic, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Go over there, check it out. Sometimes I'll live stream what we're playing, so if you want to be notified when I do go live, just check me out on Twitter, same name of course. And let's see what sort of battle we get into right here. Now, I've not seen this before, that had an exclamation mark on it. By +3 influence every 5 seconds. Well, we just spoke about that. Oh, it's a new sector, that's why.
You are approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready.
That's why that exclamation mark was there. I was about to say, I'm sure I've seen a forward airstrip there. But anyway, let's get into battle and see what we can influence. New sector forward airstrip earns 3 influence points per 5 seconds. We just spoke about. Can be selected as a spawn point for reinforcement aircrafts. Good to know. So it's probably not a bad idea to see if we can't take that early in the piece. So
you are approaching the front line.
Yeah, I know that's sniper mode. Hopefully that disappears in a moment. It does disappear. Excellent. Now we have got some forces heading over in that direction. I wonder whether we shouldn't ping the map by going like that. Now to ping the map, all I just press and hold the tab button, which brings your mini-map open, and you just click wherever you want that to ping. So that's all I did there. And of course I just turn the alt back on just so that I can see range to target. This guy over here wants some loving, so hey, where are you going, Sunshine?
The enemy is concentrating forces near the airfield.
Let's get up and behind him. Of course we don't want to shoot our allies while we're doing it. Come round. Where'd you go? Okay, so he's down. What else we got? Ow. Go away. Certainly getting sucked in over here, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. I knew that was inevitable. Got sucked in where most of their forces were and paid the price. So preparing to relaunch in about 10 seconds. Now we have no, we don't have a spawn point over there. Darn it. Normally when we have control of that, my understanding is that we're able to spawn from there, but we obviously can't. So everyone's been drawn into the middle, unfortunately. We have to smarten our act up a little bit if we in fact want to win this match. Everyone is pretty well concentrated in the middle. We need to actually start taking these bases, guys, otherwise we are in fact going to lose it, and we're going to lose it fairly significantly if we don't pull our socks up, quite honestly. We're getting a living butthole kicked out of us here. Actually, let's cruise over. No, let's not, because we've got this guy here is coming for us. No, I'm going to get sucked into the AA again, aren't I? Duck, dodge and weave. Get right out of that snot. And we'll wait until reinforcements arrive and then come back in. Okay. Where's he gone? Over there. They're working together alright. They are working very well together. Here's a long way out. And the AA. Oh guys, where are you going? No help whatsoever. This is just very poor. And it just shows the importance of actually working as a team, guys, because you sort of leave your partner, leave your teammate out in the lurch here, and it's only going to, bad things are going to happen. Pilot is injured. Well, he's more than injured. He's certainly having a bad day. That's certainly going to leave a mark, quite honestly, and we are getting proverbial butts handed to us. But it is a clear indication of the importance of setting clear and precise goals and working as a team to reach those goals. Now, as you can see, this particular team, I mean, I'll have to take some of that responsibility too. I didn't play very well, but you know, without being too critical of myself, we certainly need a bit better team. Bit of teamwork. So I'm going to cruise down here and hopefully help with the capturing of this base and start helping with those influencing points.
Do you copy? Over.
As we've seen in the intro there, the longer you do hold a base, the more influence points you accumulate, and as you can see at the top of the screen there, adds to the team score. So the longer you hold a base, the better off you'll be. Now we haven't got any resistance over here.
That's it. There's no way to break through for you now. You're on your own.
Chase this guy down, so at least he's out of the way. There we go. Now that base should revert over to ours fairly quickly. I mean, there's a couple of us over here, so or not. We need to get rid of these anti-air emplacements, do we? Watch out for the building. Now, certainly not the haven't got the best aircraft to be doing this in. This is more of a bomber role, of course, but look, there's no one else over here taking on this role. So, look, what can you do? Well, he's right up high. He's certainly doing a bit of a bombing run here. Nothing we can do about that. Yeah, what's left standing? Nothing now. Excellent. We have brought back the scores somewhat. let's have a look at our team. We've got more team members in the air than the enemy, so that has helped us quite considerably. Let's bring up that mini map and see how much of a help. I'm going to swing back to the middle and see if we can't just defend that middle there, and that's going to help somewhat to keep those numbers in our favour. Hopefully not losing too many.
Hang in there. The main thing now is to retain the initiative.
Too many allies.
Way to go! Victory is close.
Okay. Engine is overheating. Yep, that's me trying to power down on that power button to get as close as to these enemies as I'm able to. We have got forces in there, but look, like anything, if you want something done, you might as well do it yourself. Oh, and
The enemy is almost defeated. Make a final push.
So I'd like to have actually got a few more under my belt and a few more kills under my belt, but look, looks like we're going to come out with a win, and rightfully so. But as I said, in those early days and early parts of the match, then we certainly need to have picked up our gameplay a little bit, and it really goes to show that it is a team-based game, and having clear objectives and working through to those clear objectives, generally you come out with a win. But let's pop back to the hangar and see what our scores are. Okay, score-wise, let's have a quick summary. Those are the summary points there. I won't go through all these. You've probably seen those before. There's the personal score, but team score-wise, oh wow, look at that. Team score-wise, we actually come out on top, which is interesting. I didn't think actually I played that well, but I mean, kudos to this guy here, come out with 13,000, 5,280 to myself there. But look, end of the day, a win's a win. And that's all you can ask for. Alright guys, that wraps up this particular episode, episode 30. Thank you very much for your company, certainly do appreciate it, and I'll look forward to it in the next one.